Ladies and gentlemen, this is a WCW Saturday Night Special attraction. It is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, at 304 pounds, here comes Cactus Jack.
Hammer! Hammer! You're gonna get hurt!
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way into the ring area at 270 pounds from New York City, Heavy Metal Van Hammer!
Heavy Metal Van Hammer gets a great ovation here at Center Stage. Don't forget, fans, we'll be back here at Center Stage this Monday night, 7 o'clock on West Peachtree in Atlanta. Hammer, who's found a lot of success in the WCW Strongest Arm Contest, now going on Worldwide Wrestling, meets an old nemesis here in the diabolical and unpredictable Cactus Jack. Collar and elbow tie-up to start it off here. Both men vying for position here, and it's Cactus Jack who comes with a fist and the foot right to the midsection, as you can see. Cactus Jack has always been known as a man that will put his own body on the line to do whatever it takes to defeat his opponent. Hammer holds onto that top rope, refuses to be whipped to the other side of the ring, reverses Cactus Jack, comes back with those forearms, and Cactus Jack catches Heavy Metal Van Hammer coming in, but Hammer then retaliates with that clothesline and flattens the 300-pounder. And this one has not been scientific whatsoever, nor quite frankly did we think it would be. Cactus Jack now rammed face first into the top turnbuckle. Hammer scoops up the 300-pounder and slams him. And the running knee lift sends Cactus Jack on the outside here, and this is really Cactus Jack's domain. He is extremely dangerous on the outside as he is trying to bring Heavy Metal Van Hammer out here, and is successful in doing that. Cactus trying to maul the big man from New York City. Cactus back in the ring, and that broke the referee's 10 count. That kick caught Hammer right in the abdomen, and then takes him face first into the apron of the ring. Referee Randy Anderson trying to restrain the man from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Cactus snapping Hammer's neck across the top ring cable with tremendous torque there, and you see Hammer's face turning bright red. And now Cactus trying again to restrict the breathing of Heavy Metal Van Hammer, and which would obviously slow him down. Hammer fights back, and Cactus with a headbutt, which staggered even Cactus Jack. Cactus again, putting a Hammer across the bottom rope. Cactus Jack drops a leg. Oh, what an unorthodox move by Cactus Jack. A leg drop right on out here on the apron. And Hammer in severe trouble as Cactus kicks him right in the face. Cactus Jack is manhandling Heavy Metal Van Hammer here. The whip. And Hammer just barely able to get out of the corner. Still made some contact with Cactus. Cactus Jack snap-mares him over, and Cactus Jack now making Heavy Metal Van Hammer carry that additional weight. And as Cactus has that reverse chin lock again, crimping the neck, and obviously making it very difficult for Heavy Metal Van Hammer to take deep breaths. Fatigue factor got to be setting in here as Cactus has really controlled it physically, making Hammer carry that additional weight. as we look into the face of the madman from New Mexico. Missing a couple of front teeth. And the look of determination by Heavy Metal Van Hammer trying to, he's got to find a way to get back to a vertical base. That's what he's doing now, turning into the pressure. Hammer, elbowing Cactus, caught him in the midsection. The Cactus fights back with a straight right hand. Hammer caught him with the right, that caught Cactus on the jaw. Caught him one more time walking in. 3 big-time right hands by Heavy Metal Van Hammer. And Cactus now is reeling from this offensive onslaught. Hammer set a little early. Cactus capitalized, got that big left foot in there. Here comes that clothesline, and they both go over and down to the concrete floor here at center stage. Cactus Jack apparently willing, well, I was going to say willing to settle for a count-out victory, but he stops the referee's count momentarily. And hammers him. Oh, good grief. The splat of Cactus Jack. Echo, his head just bounced off the floor. Hammer being followed by Cactus Jack back in. And now is this the opportunity that Hammer can capitalize on? What a counter move. Suplexing Cactus on the concrete floor. Hammer going up top here. And Cactus follows him up. I'm not so sure that this was a very wise move, but Hammer able to capitalize, make an adjustment in the air to find himself on top. Oh, he drove the clothesline in the back of the head. Cactus face at the turnbuckle. Hammer drops the knee or the leg right across the face, hooks the leg, and he's going to win it.
The winner of the contest, Heavy Metal Van Hammer.
What a hard-fought victory here for Heavy Metal Van Hammer.